Yes. Now, in female reproductive system, today we will study about the stability of placenta. Now, placenta is an organ that develops during pregnancy in the endometrium of the uterus. Now, it has two components, the fetal component and the maternal component. The fetal component, it has further two parts. One at the top, this one is the chorionic plate. So in the chorionic plate and below the chorionic plate, these are the villi. So the fetal components that contain the chorionic plate and the villi. Now again, these villi, they are of two types. One, anchoring villi or attached villi. These type of villi, they are attached to the chorionic plate. All these villi, they come from the chorionic plate. Some of them, they are attached to the chorionic plate called the anchoring villi, and others are the floating villi. These villi, they traverse between the chorionic plate and the decidua basalis. So in the center of these two areas, chorionic plate and the decidua basalis, the inner portion, that is all filled by the villi. Now these villi in the center, they are the floating villi, and these villi, in between the villi is the space between the two villi, the space that is called the intervillous space, and this space that is filled by the maternal blood. So all these villi, they float in the maternal blood. Now these are the villi, and this red color in between these villi, that is the maternal blood. So all these villi, they float in the maternal blood. Now each villus, it has a central mesenchymal part, or it contains the mesenchymal tissue or embryonic tissue. Then this villus, in its outer portion, it is covered by the trophoblast. The villi, they contain the fetal blood vessels. They contain the fetal blood vessels. Now, that was about the villi and their intervillous space, which contain the maternal blood, and these villi, they float in the maternal blood. The villi, they are covered by the trophoblast, and these villi, they contain the fetal blood vessels. These trophoblasts, they are of two types. The sensatio-trophoblast cells and the other trophoblast cell below the sensatio-trophoblast cells. So two types of trophoblasts. This was about the maternal part of the placenta. the fetal part of the placenta in the upper portion. The lower portion, that is called the maternal part of the placenta. And this maternal part of the placenta, it contains the decidua basalis. Decidua basalis. The chorionic plate, that is also lined by the trophoblast, and this decidua basalis, its chorionic surface, that is also lined by the trophoblast. Is also lined by the trophoblast. Now, this decidua basalis, it contains the fetal component in the endometrium, except the basal layer, which is permanent and it remains intact in the endometrium. So that was about the maternal portion called the decidua basalis. Now, next one about the decidua basalis. Now, this one is the villus. This one is the villus, and this villus. Now here, these are darkly stained cells. They are called the sensitotrophoblast. Below that are the cytotrophoblast. Two types of cells, cytotrophoblast, and the outer one is the sensitotrophoblast. And these are the fetal blood vessels present here. This old one is a villus. In the center, it has mesenchymal or embryonic tissue. So this portion, it contains the fetal blood vessels, and these larger one, they are the macrophages. These cells, they are larger, acidophilic, having a basophilic nucleus in the center. These are called the macrophages or overt cells. Now, the sensatiotropoblast, they secrete the gonadotropic hormone. And these gonadotropic hormone, they appear in urine within 10 days of pregnancy. If we have to detect the pregnancy in the early days, so the urine that is tested for the gonadotropic hormone. If these hormones, they are present in the urine, then the pregnancy is positive. If it has no hormone, gonadotropic hormone, then the pregnancy is negative. Then the maternal, the fetal, from fetal blood to maternal blood passes the carbon dioxide. Now, in between the two villi, this one is the intervillous space, and this space, it contains the maternal blood. So, from fetal blood, the carbon dioxide, hormone and water, they pass from the fetal blood vessel to the maternal blood. Remember that fetal and maternal blood, they never mixes with each other. So from the fetal blood vessel, the carbon dioxide, water and hormones, they pass from fetal blood to the maternal blood. And from the maternal blood passes to the fetal blood, the oxygen, vitamins, hormones and antibodies, they pass from maternal blood to the fetal blood. Now, this chorionic gonadotropic hormone from the sensation trophoblast, they stimulate the corpus luteum. Now, the placenta, it works as a temporary major gland, endocrine gland also. So, the sensation trophoblast creates the gonadotropic hormone, and this gonadotropic hormone that stimulates the corpus luteum, which produces the estrogen and progesterone. Then the chorionic gonadotropic hormone, they also produce the somatomammatotropic hormone. Then the third one is the relaxin hormone. Now this relaxin hormone produced by the placenta, it softens the fibrocartilage in the pubic symphysis to widen the pelvic canal for impending the birth. So that are all these hormones secreted by the placenta. Then comes the, I told you that the fetal and maternal blood, they never mixes with each other. Now the placental barrier between the villus or the fetal blood vessel and the maternal blood vessel, the placental barrier that is formed by the endothelium of the capillaries of fetal blood vessels. It is formed, one, by the endothelium of the fetal capillaries. Second, it is formed by the loose connective tissue of the villus, And third, the trophoblast. So these three things, they form the placental barrier. Trophoblast, loose connective tissue and the endothelium of the fetal capillaries. So that is all about the placenta.